Hello and welcome to the second part of our how-to videos. This is Joanna and today we're gonna upload some custom controls together. The very special thing about eDESIGN is that you can create your own controls. Things like a toggle, a slider, or you name it. Let's see how that works. So first we have to create a toggle. You can do this anywhere where you can export a SVG. I use Affinity for this. But you can also use a free program like Inkscape. The most important thing is that we need a rectangle in which the thumb moves. And we need a thumb. It can be a circle or whatever you prefer. I have already created two groups and called them G-off and one G-on. Please make sure you spell them correctly. Please export your toggle as SVG and open it in an Explorer. Then open the developer tools. As you can see, the naming of the groups is like in the editor. We have two groups called G-on and G-off. The problem you have with most programs is that when you round off the corners of a rectangle in the editor, you no longer have a rectangle in the code. In my case, it's now a path. With a toggle it's not a problem, but if you want to create a slider, you need a rectangle. If you created your toggle in another program and you already have a rectangle here, you can skip the next step. So to be sure I have a rectangle, I export it again as a rectangle without rounded corners, which you can easily add later in the code. Again, open it in an Explorer and look at it with the developer tools. Then we look into the code and see that there's now a rectangle instead of a path. So let's optimize the toggle inside of the code. If your program exported the toggle without naming the groups, please create one group with the ID G-off and one with the ID G-on. If you want to check if you did it right, take another look at the toggle with the developer tools in the Explorer. You probably want to hide one group so that you don't always see both in the preview. Set the style of one group that it is not displayed. Also, we want to round the edges of our rectangle again. Sometimes you have to play with it until you have the right rounding. Now let's upload it inside of eDESIGN and see if the toggle is working. Just log in and go into the editor. Open the controls in the menu bar. Of course we want to upload the toggle, so we pick that. Here we can add a new toggle. Give it a title and upload the toggle we just created. You can set it as custom theme and select the colors inside of eDESIGN. But for that, we don't have the right naming in the code, but I'll explain this in another video. Hit the Save button and see your toggle in the preview. Let's create a new page and see if the toggle is moving. We'll find our toggle now in the drop-down of the custom toggles. Let's scale and place our toggle. You can connect the toggle to everything through a PLC connection, for example, that it actually controls something. But for now, we just want to check if the toggle is working without a connection. If your toggle is moving, you did it right. I hope you enjoyed the video. If so, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.